Meech. Yo, Meech is tight at me. I'm just trying to look up some more concert footage. We're gonna talk a little bit more about the cancellation in a second. Oh, they're adding new shows. Okay. No, this is from before. This is earlier. My bad. Oh, never mind. What? What? Okay. Anyway, I seen something online and I wanted to react to this for y'all. By the way, I will say this shit is comedy. Watching YB and his homies get this turn. Look at this. Is it this? Look at that. This guy's not well, chat. You know, I'm saying it jokingly. Like, he's not well. Look at him. So remember, the show got canceled in Chicago. We now supposedly have some reasons why it got canceled. According to, and I saw this without, like, you know, people putting their YouTube and shit over it. This is a guy who, I looked at his name, I'm like, does this guy really work for Live Nation? But there's a guy who's claiming he works for Live Nation. This is the excuse why the United Center canceled YoungBoy show. It says the real reason why the show was canceled. I'm only going to speak once about it. I know the real facts because I work with Live Nation. Now, keep in mind, this guy's name wasn't the most like Live Nation worth type of thing, but whatever. I work with Live Nation. Everything was cool. The show was going to happen. Extra security was paid for from different agencies, and CBP was going to have the SWAT team there, so the United Center wasn't worried about any threats. They only had one concern. It was YB performing the Lil Durk and O-Block diss at the end of his show. They didn't want a brawl to break out, or people trying to rush the stage trying to get him. Now, remind y'all, people are going to be there with their children at the show. It was going to be kids, so for their safety, United Center just went and canceled the show. Now, Live Nation, the United Center, did reach out to his tour manager to see if he cannot perform the song for safeties, but YB declined, said he wanted to perform the song at the end because he felt it was part of his set list. Everybody played a role trying to save the show, but no agreements was reached. Okay. Respectfully, let me tell you, this is a whole bunch of lies. First of all, I know they cropped out this guy's name, but if you read his name, you'll be like, Live Nation never hires you. Second of all, you guys haven't been to a YB show. I just dropped a vlog, low key. If you go to my main page, I dropped a vlog because I went to the first tour stop. Okay. And, this is me backstage with Offset and everybody else. This is here's the point of what I'm trying to say. A few things, in case you've never been to one of these shows. YoungBoy has yet to perform I Hate YoungBoy. He exits the stage. Then the DJ, which is supposed to be, okay, we're just playing a song while people leave. The DJ, and now I do think YB knows that this is happening, right? I think, yeah. But he's not on stage for I Hate YoungBoy. He's never been on stage for this song to Durk. Not in Dallas, not in Houston, not when they went to LA, not when they went to Colorado, not when they went to Minnesota. He's not on stage. So this person claiming that YoungBoy wants to perform the song because it's part of his set list, he's never performed the song. Every video you've seen of how it looks when they're doing I Hate YoungBoy is when he's left the stage. It's the end of the show. He literally says on the mic, everybody get home. Be safe. He walks off, and then you hear the song, and it's just the crowd turning up. I want to be very clear. This is why I think this person's full of shit. So if you ever look at any of these shows, which, by the way, the 49ers are bumping this song. Wait, what the fuck? No way. Anyway, this is how it looks. YoungBoy already left the stage. And thank you to whoever said this. I've never lied. So this is at the end of the show. They should leave, but everybody just turns up to this song, which, by the way, I think is a genius idea. It's one of his most controversial songs. It's a diss song, but he lets fans turn up to it and the DJ plays it, but he doesn't perform it. And by the way, the reason why you see a few empty seats, like, yeah, some people are trying to beat traffic, but the real YNs ain't leaving until they listen to the whole song. The song is 5 minutes. They listen to the entire song. Yeah. And there is, look, this was in Houston.
Hey, when you stand on business, a lot of niggas don't like you.
So this is after he performs Lonely Child. This is the closest he came to performing, and he never performed it.
Locked down on my own. These pussy niggas know I can't move around. They're packing on me. They're packing. Hey, boy, double make it drop the song and said some dumb shit in it. I double big, I say, Jason. I say, little girl, bitch. Hey, and I'm still behind. I'm gonna go on that bitch like this. I say, yo, but ain't gonna kill you. That is not good. I ain't talking shit when it ain't done. I don't know.
Yeah, he basically walks off. So he doesn't perform the song. Okay, so the person who's saying they work for Live Nation, and that's the point. By the way, recently Lil Tim is even on stage while the song's going on. Again, YoungBoys left. I think a lot of people are surprised that after the main artist leaves, yeah, I know they're still playing his music, but they're just playing over the speaker. People are still that lit. So this is why I believe that this is cap. Now, from all the people I know dealing with the tour, this has nothing to do with YoungBoy performing a song. And I hate to burst people's bubble because this sounds like a great storyline. YoungBoy refused to not perform the song. Well, that would sound and be accurate if he was performing the song. He never performed the song. His DJ plays the song when he's already left and the show's over. But the reality behind this is that from what I hear, this has nothing to do with YoungBoy. He was down to go and do the same show he normally does. Now, granted, was he down to go perform the song for the first time in Chicago? I don't know. But YoungBoy's crazy. He might wanted to perform it. Is it because of whether he was going to perform the song, yes or no? That's why it was canceled? No. I hear that it was basically the police and also the fire marshals and other security protocols that was already taking place. They made the decision that the energy going into this, it was going to be too much of a risk, and they did not want to have this concert there. That was kind of pressured to United Center because usually the police is not, they can cancel events throughout the entire Chicago, but they work with these venue owners a lot. And once you get to be the person who says this canceled, that canceled, it strains that relationship. So they essentially put a lot of pressure on the people running the United Center, and the United Center made the decision to cancel it. They felt it was going to be dangerous. They were worried about a lot of different things, and ultimately they canceled it. YoungBoy didn't cancel it. He was going to show up, but it was not because if he was going to perform a song or not perform a song. It was more about the safety that was constantly being analyzed by the security that was there, the police that were there, and even the fire marshal who was trying to make sure um, the building itself was safe with the amount of people there. So that's what I was told. Okay, so good write up. It makes for a good story, but that's not accurate from what I was told. Okay. Anyway, anything else with YoungBoy? By the way, he's coming to New York in a couple of days, so we're gonna be back on moving around a little bit with him. Y'all want to see me and Birdman do a stream? Pause. Wait, why did I pause that? Me and Birdman might do a stream when we go to New York. All right. Alrighty then. Let's see. I think we should get to the Cardi B stuff. Anything else? Okay. Let's get to the Cardi B stuff. So first and foremost, as you would expect, and I kind of knew this was happening. At first, it was reported that Cardi B was going to be on pace to sell 150,000 records. I told you, I said, listen, I'm going to tell you this one thing for sure, two things for certain. Atlantic, the amount of money they've spent over the years, and trust me, I do know. Somewhat. I said, this is how it's going to be. And I don't know if Atlantic is going off me, but trust me, I said this. But it's based off a lot of different reasons. I said, if Cardi B sells under 150, I got to call it a flop. I love her. I speak to her, but I got to call it a flop. If she sells between 150 to 200,000, I'm going to say, that's cool. If she sells over 200,000, I'm going to say, she fucking did it. Now, she was projected to sell between 125,000 and 150,000. Which would, if she hit the higher marker, and I'll be honest, if she hit the higher marker of that total, I would report that, hey, this is good for Cardi B. She hasn't dropped a project in 7 years. She didn't come out with a lead and main single. This is a W for her. I'll go back to when I reported that and posted on Instagram. Yes. So this was 4 days ago. It said Cardi B Long Waited Am I the Drama, follow up to the 2018 album, which is 7 years later. It's expected to top the next week's chart. It suggests from the streams, it could be over 100 million in total. The info is limited, but they're saying it's going to be from 125 to 150. Now, that was 4 days ago. Today it came out that Cardi B will be locked for the number one on the Billboard Hot 100, and it's now projected in a midweek surge. And by the way, there's pretty much a day and a half of tracking left. It's projected that it's going to hit over 200K. Remember what I said about 200K? After 200K, that's now impressive. I'll point out, it says that 95,000 is going to come from albums. I do love Cardi B, but I call it spade a spade because I do mention that when it's the clips. I mentioned this when it's Travis Scott. It means that there's a lot of purchases. Now, I'll give her some grace because Cardi B was actually selling physical copies, and we seen her in the streets selling them. We seen her doing meet and greets selling them. So I don't want to just say that Atlantic pulled out the credit card because I'm gonna be honest with you. Cardi's really been on her. She went on a promotional tour. Cardi B, she's been doing even meet and greets. Cardi B meet and greet. Yeah, she's been doing meet and greets, taking pictures, doing all of this. Look, here we go.
Flyer for the in-stores that they gotta go to?
They working on it.
She's doing in-stores. That's like an old school thing. No one does in-stores anymore. So Cardi really got on the ground level to sell this album. And do I believe that maybe Atlantic did pull the credit card out? Maybe they did, but I don't think it's for 95,000. I think maybe for 20,000, 30,000. Let's even say 40. But shit, even without the 40, that's still 160. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's impossible that they bought 90,000. Not saying it's possible, but I don't think they bought no 90,000 sales. So when I look at this tally and it says 95,000 albums, I know she was actually selling CDs. She's popping up on, if you bought a CD, you could Pop in Line with Me. She's been doing all these little skits. Yo, she's literally twerking for the fans. Like, Cardi's actually doing a lot trying to sell this album. And I even said that I appreciate that about her because artists act like they don't give a fuck about sales anymore. Look, she's over here dancing with her new pregnant belly. You know, she's popping up here. Like, she's doing the most. She is doing the most, I'm telling you. You see her here. She is going crazy, you know? And, yeah, you see her.
Packed. The fans are showing her love. I have not seen so many people at a meet and greet ever. And when Cardi got inside, she wanted to make sure that everyone outside was okay. And she made sure that everyone got liquids and stuff. And I see now why her fan base loves her so much. Guys, check this out.
Oh my goodness. Cardi!
Oh my God! Hold on.
Okay. Anyway, so she's been out there doing a really good job of actually selling this album, and I want to give her credit because, you know, obviously some people who don't want to give her the credit, be like, well, Atlantic, and you know, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm one of those people who I'm telling y'all, I do believe labels do have an influence in doing whatever, and I think Atlantic probably were eyeing that 200 number that says we have to get her right over that 200. The real numbers might be 170. Still pretty good, but like I'm pretty sure Atlantic was like, no, we got to get over 200. Fuck it. It is what it is. For Cardi B to take 7 years off and sell 200 is ridiculous, if you ask me. And it kind of goes to show not only her audience, but how much the label needs her to be this huge phenomenon. So congrats to her. I really, like, honestly, I have so much respect for her in terms of the lack of an ego. To watch an artist promote her project, I fucking bought a couple copies. I'm going to be honest with you because I'm tired of artists that are lazy. They're drunk all the time. They're off lean and they're thinking they're the shit. So people should cop the music. And Cardi B, who is someone who has had Super Bowl commercials, who is a huge deal. She's twerking for fans outside. She's doing skits. She's doing everything to sell the album. And I respected that. For all y'all artists, y'all are not YoungBoy. Y'all are not Playboy Cardi. And y'all are not Drake. And y'all are not Kendrick. Promote your motherfucking music. You should be doing everything that Cardi's doing. You should be promoting it like it's going out of style. So congratulations to Cardi, and I'm very happy that, you know, the sales is panning into her favor. Okay. I know some of y'all don't like her because, you know, she's a chick and she's twerking, and I ain't gonna lie, like some of the stuff you hear about, like the Stephon Diggs stuff, it's kind of crazy. But dog, yo, I'm in media. Yo, these people don't even want to do an interview. They don't want to promote their project. They're ashamed of their own music. Bro, I'm just giving her credit for promotion. Like, bro, she's cool for that. I'm sorry. Now, I'm going to be honest. The album's not bad. I think she did what she needed to do. Cool. Bro, most of all, why I'm so happy that she is doing well is that when these artists drop, they go ghost and act like they don't promote, and they just have their labels buy all the sales. I'm not going to sit here and say maybe Atlantic didn't try to buy or isn't buying some sales for Cardi, but I see her effort, and I think that's dope. Okay? Now, I know y'all want to get into some messy shit. I know. So let's get to the messy stuff. Now, Cardi B has been being grilled by, you know, so many different people with the point I personally even brought up to her myself. I said, Cardi, why did you leave one cheater and go to another cheater? Cardi seems to have an explanation. Let's go. That was a big topic. Let me see. So she explained why she left one cheater to go to the next. Here we go.
To be Cardi B, and I decided to, as we speak right now, okay? Instagram, Twitter, somewhere, people.
It's more than just cheating. That's the thing that y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know half of, y'all don't know most of this. It's more than just cheating. It was a lot. I couldn't take it no more. I had to go to the hospital because I couldn't take it no more. A hospital. You have managers when you have a management and you have a label. When your management and your label is getting together because they are concerned, it's time to go. When it's affecting your work, when you can't even record, it's time to go. And I left. God.
Okay, let me just break it down straight. And I know Offset's my man. You see, he's in a vlog with me. I hope you don't get upset. But I'm gonna be honest, because I do talk to these people personally, and you know, like I'm trying to be unbiased. Remember, they had a relationship. Like I don't want to be in it. I love both of them, and I've told both of them this. I've told Offset, I fuck with you, yo, you my nigga. But also, Cardi is a chick I fuck with heavy, and I'm glad that you don't be like, you don't act, you gotta just slander her. No, that's not gonna happen. And she never says, man, fuck that nigga act. It doesn't happen like that. You both respect the fact that I look at you both as good artists, and I respect my relationship with you both independently. You guys have never told me to say anything bad about the other. And also, I've tried to be respectful to stay out of, trying to pick sides in y'all familial issues. Now, I do understand y'all bring us in the group chat, right? And I've said that to Cardi. Y'all bring us in the group chat. We ain't really been trying to figure some of this shit out, but y'all do. I will say this. And again, I'm going to just say alleged because, again, Offset's my man, but I'm not trying to throw him under the bus. Cardi told me directly. Cardi said, and what she's talking about, she's like, listen, and it probably don't make her look at the best, but she's talking about it publicly. She said it's not really the cheating. She's like, this nigga just fucked everybody who I knew. A bitch who's in the club, he fucked. A bitch who's I'm 20 times more litter on Instagram, he fucked. My nigga just couldn't fuck the bitches around me. And I don't know if that's true. That might be not true, right? Like, again, once a relationship ends, a chick gonna say your dick little, got bad breath, you say anything, and a guy gonna say whatever, you know what I mean? So there's two sides of the story, but that's Cardi's story. Cardi's story is, when I find out she's fucking this bum ass bitch in music that wanna be me, that's my fan, feels a different way. And every girl understands that, right? It's like, okay, your guy, he steps out, whatever. But when he's fucking the chicks who look up to you, it hurts, right? That's kind of what Cardi's saying. Offset don't admit to none of that type of shit. He's just like, yo, whatever. I think his official response is, all right, man. I don't even know what he says, Well, I do know what he says. I just got to make sure it was public. So I don't want to say nothing what he said. But who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? Again, two wrongs will make a right. Fuck it. Right? But that's her explanation. And I said this to her on the phone. I said, yo, Cardi, if you're saying what you're saying, how you gonna leave one cheater for a bigger cheater? Have you heard what they're saying about Stephon Diggs? And Stephon Diggs, I wasn't like playing hate and trying to hate on you. But I talked to her, I care about musicians. Like, and they're musicians. I'm not saying they should gotta be together, but I'm just keeping it being with her. I'm like, yo, Cardi, you're coming off a little bit full of shit because you're saying this nigga cheated, but have you heard what they're saying about this other nigga? And her whole thing was, she didn't put both men against each other. Her whole thing was, listen here, Akademiks, you just don't know the half, my nigga. It's not even just cheating. Like, just think about the most bummiest bitches that are just trash in the industry, and not necessarily look wise, but people who, like, at the end of the day, Cardi B is like one of the biggest rappers. Like you're fucking chicks who would die or have a heart attack if I responded to a DM. And I think that's what kind of like fucked with her. At least what she told me. And I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I can't wrap my mind around it because I'm like, okay, how is this any better? But I'm pretty sure most women who are listening to this can wrap their mind around it, right? It's like, I guess it goes along to that theory of when a woman says, yo, it's not about what you said. It's about, no, it's not about you cheating. It's about, you know, a woman be like, yo, damn, you cheat on me with this ugly bitch? And you're like, wait, so if I cheated on you with a prettier bitch, would you be cool? I don't know. Maybe it's that type of syndrome. Not saying either would be cool, but maybe that's why Cardi claims she got to her breaking point. Nevertheless, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish the best for both of them, even though I'm still hoping they get back together. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. Cause having a kid for another man is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is crazy. It is crazy.
I don't know. I just feel like I've been so happy for this pregnancy, and I've been so motivated. I've been pregnant, and I've been motivated, and I've been getting the work because every single day.
So in a way, the way that Cardi
Okay. It is what it is, right?
to dealing with, definitely, you know what I'm saying? We're not seeing.
Pause. What the fuck is this? Yeah, and I don't know. Cardi's made no. She hasn't been shamed with her saying the reason why she got with Stephon Diggs is, you know, it's not necessarily going from one cheater to another cheater. She just want to be happy, right? Cardi B. Let's look. Maybe there's a longer clip.
From a cheater to go to somebody else because I was tired of that relationship. It's more than just cheating. That's the thing that y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know half of the shit. Y'all don't know most of the
You're
shit.
watching Rap House TV.
And by the way, I'm gonna say this too, and I'm gonna speak indirectly. I understand why Cardi's unloading a lot of y'all women on her album, because Cardi done found out that half of y'all fucked her baby daddy, and or her former husband. And here's the thing. I personally believe, and I'm gonna take it out of from Cardi. I think Cardi don't think that these chicks just wanted to fuck him. I think she thinks these chicks wanted to fuck him to feel like they were her. And I don't know if that's narcissistic, maybe, but I'm pretty sure. And anybody, you know, maybe me and Cardi should do it. But actually, I don't want to do it. I would do a joint interview, but I don't think they would do that. Offset over there, glass wall, Cardi over there, but they would do it. But so that's how she looks at, like, yo, y'all wasn't even fucking a nigga because y'all want him. Y'all was fucking a nigga because y'all wanted to feel like y'all think y'all me or y'all got to one up on me. You know? And maybe that's narcissistic because, like, at the end of the day, it's still Offset. Like, come on, it's that nigga. It's that, you know, it's that nigga. But, you know, whatever.
It's more than just cheating. It was a lot. I couldn't take it no more. I had to go to a fucking hospital because I couldn't take it no more.
When she says it's a lot, it means, no, of course it was cheating, but it was just cheating with, like, the bitches I hate. Like, okay, you fucked a random whore. Not saying she was accepting, but you fucked a random, all right, whatever. Yo, you fucked the bitch I'm beefing with that I'm about to slap with a bottle when I see her? Oh, hell no, gang. Like, what's up? Yo, you ain't no way you fucked the bitch that I just had a couple niggas fuck up. Like, I had a couple niggas fuck this bitch up. No way you just put dick in her. Oh, my God. I think that's what it is.
Hospital. You have managers when you have a management and you have a label. When your management and your label is getting together because they are concerned, it's time to go. When it's affecting your work, when you can't even record, it's time to go.
You're
And I
watching Rap
left.
House TV.
And I left. God damn. I don't know. I just feel like I've been so happy for this pregnancy, and I've been so
You're watching
motivated.
Rap House TV.
I've been pregnant, and I've been motivated, and I've been getting the work because every single day I
Okay. Now, you know, you know, hey, listen. Congrats to whatever they got going on. What is this? Adult star Britney is going viral for exposing him for cheating on her. Yo, respectfully, man. Let me just tell y'all little hoes who's gonna be like, yo. Cardi B used to be in the strip club, man. Like, there's no way she getting with a nigga and not knowing niggas. Like, you used to work in a strip club, you know niggas. You get what I'm saying? And matter of fact, what am I looking up? Why does Cardi B areolas come up? By the way, I did not search none of this stuff. This is just a when you search Cardi B, that seems to be the recommended, right? See, what was I trying to look up? Cardi B. All right, I forgot. Wait, was I gonna bring something up? I said she was a dancer. Oh. So people so people been trying to troll Cardi B. Like, yo, you know your baby father or your new baby father got like four more kids on the way. And apparently like this nigga don't know what pulling out is, and like he might be having like 4 or 5 kids this year, right? Including with what Cardi has. So a lot of people been looking at her to be like, yo, don't you see what the fuck is, this dude's kind of doing? Like, and this is what she responded to people saying, yo, there that dude is also the baby mama or baby daddy of other women's kids. This is what she said.
Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley. Yeah, busy. Yeah, yeah. That's your baby daddy, bitch. That's my baby daddy too, girl. Well, what now? I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out, bitch.
Okay. So she's in a let's figure it out mode. Okay. Now, what happened out of the blue was JT and Cardi B got into it. Let me play the videos, then I'll read the tweets.
Okay, y'all. I'm busy, but I gotta say one thing. This rat ass bitch, right?
Sad to say, Lil Durk has been booked, man. It's gonna be a lot of videos coming out about Lil Durk, man. This is honestly sad, bro. I'm gonna keep it a being like this is actually sad, like genuinely sad. Lil Durk literally had such a I don't want to say such a promising career because he still has his career right now. He has his album coming out in a month. Like Lil Durk has so much positive going for him. Like this case for him is how I see if King Von was still alive for the FBG Duck case. Like he would have got booked the same way. And they're gonna pin everything on Dirk. There's already snitches, like what Rex said. There's a murder involved, murder for hire. They're probably gonna come with a RICO case after. This is not state charges. This is federal charges too. So it's very, very, very much different. Man, I seen a. I can't really say what I want to say because YouTube is very weird. But seeing Dirk change his religion recently, they said it's good to be that specific religion while in jail, which I agree. You see a lot of, you feel me, people that religion. You feel me? It's like they're like a group in jail and they stay together, which is good. But man, going from being a eight, probably nine-figure man, private jets, mansions to a cell, man, that must do something to you mentally that you can't even fathom, bro. And Lil Durk, honestly, he's like rap wise, he's like up there. Like he's the 21 Savages, whichever tier is the Lil Babies, 21 Savage. You put Lil Durk right in that tier. Like the tier right under the Kendricks, J. Cole's, Drake's, them. He's literally the tier right below them. And it's sad. Lil Durk's been in the game for so long, man. You told him about Slide for Von. He allegedly really did slide for Von. Now he's in this situation. All we could do is pray and hope for the best. You know, I'm consider myself a realist, and I'm looking at the situation. There's snitches, like all the evidence, like OTF cards for everything, and bro, like Lil Durk is the head of all of this. Like, I really just hope he doesn't. If Lil Durk gets life in prison, I know his heart's gonna drop. And how Lil Durk says that he hates snitches, how much he prides himself on hating snitches. Like, I always wonder to myself, if it's someone in Lil Durk's position, if it's either life in prison or you snitch and you get 5 to 10 years, are you snitching? Would you throw your whole life away? You're not gonna get to see any of your kids physically grow up anymore. All your money, you have all this money right now, but that money is not. You're the breadwinner, bro. Like 5 to 10 years, 20 years, who knows? All the family's connected to you might be broke. Like you're the breadwinner, bro. Like it's a crazy world we live in, bro. I genuinely feel bad for Dirk, but man, it's hard to even feel bad for Dirk because then you'd have to feel bad for Quando, and it's the whole situation is just sad because it's all this literally started from King Von and Jania, bro. King Von, Asian Doll, Jania, like it's just woman, bro. Woman caused this whole thing to happen. It was a chain reaction, and now we're here. But it's your boy Big Egg News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and please, 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 please don't, like, woman holds so much power, bro. Like it's so crazy. And I'm out.